In this video, I am discussing about problems of small-scale industries. The following are the problems faced by small-scale industries, and I have sorted and will be discussing briefly in 10 major points. The first is poor capacity utilization. In many of the small-scale industries, the capacity utilization is not even 50% of the installed capacity. Nearly half of the machinery remains idle, for which those occupies space and needs to be serviced, resulting in increased costs. Capital is also unnecessarily locked up. The second main problem is incompetent management. Many small-scale industries are run in an incompetent manner by poorly qualified entrepreneurs without much skill or experience. Very little thought has gone into matters such as demand, production level and techniques, financial availability, plant location, future prospects, etc. The third point is inadequate finance. Many small-scale industries face the problem of scarcity of funds. They are not able to access the domestic capital market to raise resources. Banks and financial institutions don't help them to get loans in a big way. The fourth problem is raw material shortages. Raw materials are not available according to the required quantity and quality. Since demand for raw material is more than supply, the prices of raw materials are quite high, which pushes up the cost. Scarcity of raw materials results in idle capacity, low production of products, which thus leads to inability to meet demand of customers and loss of customers. The fifth point is lack of marketing support. Small-scale industries lack market knowledge regard to competitors, consumer preferences, and market trends. Since the production volume is small and cannot meet demand for large quantities, their market is very restricted. The next point is problem in export. The small-scale industries lack knowledge about the export procedures, demand patterns, product preferences, international currency rates, and foreign buyer behavior. Small-scale industries are not able to penetrate foreign market because of their poor quality and lack of cost competitiveness. The seventh point is lack of technology upgradation. Many small-scale industries still use primitive, outdated technology, leading to poor quality and low productivity. They do not have adequate funds, skills, or resources to engage in research and development of new technologies. Acquiring technology from other firms is costly. Therefore, small-scale industries are left with no choice but to continue with their old techniques. The next is inability to meet environmental standards. The government lays down strict environmental standards. The small-scale industries, which are already facing shortage of funds to carry out their business, are not able to spend huge sums on erecting chimneys, setting up effluent treatment plants, etc. Thus, courts have ordered closure of polluting industries. The ninth point here is delayed payments. Small-scale industries buy raw material on cash, but due to intense competition have to sell their products on credit. Buying on cash and selling on credit itself places a great strain on finances. The last point is concentration of industrial units. There is high concentration of small-scale industrial units in a few states. Due to concentration, there is high competition among them to procure raw materials and other industrial inputs. This leads to high costs and scarcity of raw materials and other inputs affecting their production and increasing costs. The next topic I am discussing about small-scale industries is importance of small-scale industries. I've summarized in few points and discussing briefly. The first is small-scale industries provides employment. Small-scale industries uses labor-intensive techniques. Hence, it provides employment opportunities to both skilled and unskilled. Thus, it reduces unemployment problem to a great extent. Small-scale industries accounts for employment of people in rural sector and unorganized sector. The employment capital ratio is high for the SSI. The second point is it brings balanced regional development. Small-scale industries promotes decentralized development of industries as most of the small-scale industries are set up in backward and rural areas. It removes regional disparities by industrializing rural and backward areas and brings balanced regional development. It helps to reduce the problems of congestion, slums, sanitation, and pollution in cities by providing employment and income to people living in regional rural areas. It plays an important role by initiating the government to build the infrastructural facilities in rural areas. The third point is it helps in mobilization of local resources. It helps to mobilize and utilize local resources like small savings, entrepreneurial talent, etc. of entrepreneurs which might otherwise remain idle and unutilized. Thus, it helps in effective utilization of resources. It paves way for promoting traditional family skills and handicrafts. There is a great demand for handicraft goods in foreign countries. The fourth point is small-scale industries paves for optimization of capital. Small-scale industries requires less capital per unit of output. It provides quick return on investment due to shorter gestation period. The payback period is quite short and in small-scale industries. Small-scale industries promotes export. There is a great demand for goods produced by small-scale sector. Thus, it reduces the pressure on countries' balance of payments. Small-scale industries earns valuable foreign exchange through exports. The sixth point is small-scale industries complements large-scale industries. Small-scale industries plays a complementary role to large-scale sector and supports the large-scale industries. Small-scale industries provides parts, components, accessories to large-scale industries and meet the requirements of large-scale industries through setting up units near the large-scale units. The next point is small-scale industries meets consumer demands. Small-scale industries meet the demand of the consumer without creating a shortage of foods and goods. Hence, it serves as an anti-inflationary force by providing goods of daily use. The eighth point is small-scale industries ensures social advantage. Small-scale industries help in the development of the society by reducing concentration of income and wealth in few hands. Small-scale industries helps the people living in rural and backward sector to participate in the process of development. The last point is small-scale industries develop entrepreneurship. It helps to develop a class of entrepreneurs in the society. It helps the job seekers to turn out as job givers. It promotes self-employment and spirit of self-reliance in the society. Thanks for watching this video. Please like and share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for upcoming videos. Thank you.